All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this coLcast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef, and joining me is Porch, once again from Dober on Damn Porch. Buddy, we're bringing you more Soundblaster Heroes League action. Thanks for being here. You excited?
I'm definitely excited.
Yeah?
My panties are in a bunch. I'm so excited.
Wow, you're not supposed to get your panties all up in a bunch. That's like rule number one.
You know, rule number two is panties can come in a bunch if you're excited.
Well, an excellent rule there from our guest special analyst here. But we do have round number 3 going on today, the round of 8. Pencil is going to be taken on QsQ777. Currently, both of these teams are actually in the diamond bracket. So, should be an awesome matchup here. And, I mean, you've had some experience. Did you actually play QsQ777 in
Uh,
gold?
y- yeah, I've played against pencils and scrims, but I've had more experience, I guess, against QsQ, and sort of an unfortunate end. We were tied up 1-1, and they had some server issues and weren't able to finish the series. We kind of waited around. It was just one of those things where players had to leave, and
It's unfortunate. They're a very fun team to watch. I'll tell you that right now. Death Growl, definitely one of my favorite players over there, and I have mad respect for Zane on their Suicide. Tilla as well, playing their support. Fantastic. Let's take a look at this game. Blind Band's going out. Wild Soul, Keeper of the Forest, Parasite, and Ophelia. Getting rid of 4 of the junglers.
yeah, I like to see that. It's pretty, pretty normal. Just get rid of the pushers and Ophelia counters. Parasite and Ophelia just go out hand in hand. Um, it doesn't really show much to do that, but it just gets rid of some heroes that are kind of, not so fun to play against.
Yeah, they certainly can kind of contribute to that more passive meta game, even the tower trading, just avoiding early fights sometimes. Although Parasite and Ophelia, they can be pretty action-packed. But, well, Porch, tell us a little bit about the lock pool here.
Yeah, the lock's a lot better. The first lock being Fade. It looks like they're showing what they want to pick up. So Hellborn counters puts in some other strong picks to hopefully get some out. Um, it's still going to look like a jungle game for each team's going to have a jungler. And they're both probably trying to go for that engineer. One of them's going to get it, the engineer stun combo in a jungler otherwise.
Yeah, the engineer, you got the magmas, the fade, all lots of really good stuns right there. And the other 3 junglers all locked in. Would not be surprised to see at least 2 of those make it in. Wouldn't exactly think that Warbeast and Legionnaire will be on the same team, but probably 1 for each team. Go ahead and
Yeah.
take a look at the bans real quick. Jeraziah, Tundra, and Pebbles being banned out here for Pablo McDad. So getting rid of 2 of those strength initiator types with the Tundra and the Pebbles. Some great map control coming out right there. And then just as always, getting rid of Jeraziah, such an annoying hero to deal with. And we're getting into the picks here.
Yeah, the interesting ban for me was the Wretched Hag. She's a strong hero of suicide, but I usually see people ban bubbles if they want to ban a suicide. I'm interested in seeing what they're choosing that they don't want to play against Wretched Hag for. Or if someone on pencils is just that good at Hag. I know Sweet Pro is usually a really good Hag.
He does play a very good hag. So does Relo actually plays a pretty good one as well. I guess it was Flensmeister, but then they lost Flensmeister to Lions. I guess replacing LG over there. And, well, that should be very fun to see. But this Zephyr Pharaoh pickup over here for QsQ, I mean, those are 2 really, really strong heroes right away.
I think they're running the same combo they ran versus us. You get really tanky, and then they're going to pick up, I think, Master Arms here for that global ult and the Pharaoh to be able to pretty much. What they did was their Pharaoh kind of got levels top. They had him versus a dual lane, and he just got levels. They had Master Arms and Zephyr middle, I believe. And just after like a little while, they were able to just sit behind their carry players. And if we initiated with, Pebble strong carries, they just have so much to counter and take a fight. Like it makes it really difficult to take a fight, and they have such strong heroes that they're able to snowball if you don't. So it really is a cool strat. I enjoyed it when they did it. I think they're even going to do it again and pick up War Beast here from the lock, and probably, I'm guessing like Engineer or something as their other pick. Nope, they get Tempest because the other team took War Beast.
Well, there you go. They just blow through that lock pool. You saw that as soon as War Beast was taken, that the response was the Fade Tempest, which, I mean, that's pretty damn strong itself. The QsQ definitely a strong lineup. Tempest, Zephyr, Pharaoh, Fate, and Master of Arms. The lockdown potential of this team is certainly there with Tempest and Fade. Between them, the 2.5-second Burning Shadows and the Elemental Void. And then you throw somebody like Zephyr on top of there, just putting out that AoE damage. It's going to be very, very hard to take a team fight against this team for sure. And what do you think about the Legion team?
Yeah, the Legion, I think they got a little outpicked this game. They start off with the Desham, and it looked like they were going to go pushing strat, and then they just didn't really pick up the heroes for it. They started going more gank-oriented. I guess, I'm looking forward to see what they kind of have planned up their sleeve with the Desham. It's strong hero with the cape regardless, but you just usually don't see it without like a Balfagor or something like Zephyr, big and tanky.
Yeah. Well, something to point out, Relo, the carry player, is actually playing Demented Shaman. So going to be going into that solo short role and going to get pretty farmed. Bassett's on Torture going to be taking care of all the support, while Pablo goes for the Suicide. And then, of course, not Imba Boy, Fine, going to be playing the War Beast with Sweet Pro on Magnus. So, yeah, it looks like that War Beast is going to be taking care of the super late game hard carry role. But as far as a mid game carry, like a mid game ganker carry, they're going to be going with the Demented Shaman here.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup. Like I said, I think they're just hoping he can stay alive at this point versus... Or it looks like he gets to go against the Pharaoh in the long lane. He should be able to win that matchup.
I'm going to go one step further and say he should dominate that matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they want to go with these lanes, but I guess they didn't pick up a Suicider other than Pharaoh. And I've seen Zane, run at Suicide pretty well, pretty common, and ensure Zephyr farm top. Again, I like to man up the lanes knowing that they're going to have a solo on each outer lane. I like to see a dual lane vert and just kind of crush it rather than, sending Pharaoh there to probably lose and not get as much as he could top versus a Bubbles.
Yep, certainly a possibility that he could lose down there. And like I said, I would definitely give the advantage here to Relo, and in fact a large advantage. Though the deny coming in from Tempest is going to give Pharaoh better lane positioning than he otherwise would have. I just think that Demented Shaman has too good of an attack animation and too good of range and damage and sustainability to actually allow this Pharaoh to get pretty much anything here in this position. And we'll have to keep a close eye down there.
Yeah, most of them action's going to end up being mid, though. With we got 4 stuns, good dual range stuns on both the support. And Fade, of course, got a nice AoE.
Yep, certainly does. And, well, we'll see. I mean, Fade, like you said, the good AoE there. The good duration is she does catch the Burning Shadows onto Magnus. Charge Shot and Auto Attack is going to get him into sub 50% health. In the end, though, just some harassment. And both of those spells at level 1, relatively cost-effective. I mean, Master of Arms, 85 mana for the Charge Shot. And Fade, with a 300 mana pool, only expending 100 right there for that Burning Shadows, able to force out a potion just like that.
Yeah. And the interesting thing to note is, Magnus is a really strong hero. A lot of people like to run Magnus. I love him as a hero, stun in. But he has such low starting base armor that you can start on him. If you're able to catch him before his stun, he can go down pretty quick. As opposed to a Meraxis, or even Fade has more starting armor than Magnus.
Yeah, certainly does. Mag even a little bit higher than Pebbles, but not by a whole lot. And, well, taking a look down here at the lane, Pharaoh versus Demented Shaman. Pharaoh has used about 2 out of his 3 tangos thus far. and still sitting at 7-1 CS, whereas 9-3 for Demented Shaman. So this is one of those matchups that it's going to come down to the regen, as there's a big healing bomb right there from Demented Shaman. So yeah, it's going to come down to regen. Once Pharaoh runs out of it, which he's going to be running out probably in the next 30 seconds, is there is engagement middle, and there's the charge shot with the Forked Lightning going to go out, and Magma's trying to get back in almost like he wants to go in once again, but no, not going to. Did you happen to catch the beginning of that engagement?
No, I was actually checking out bottom, trying to see what's going on with this D-Sham. I know he's going to push the lanes automatically because he's healing the wave, but I feel like he should have a little more pullback than this.
Yeah, I think right now he's just trying to waste all the Pharaoh's regen, trying to get him tapped on regen as the middle lane. There's the charge shot going out. Forked Lightning, no, not going to go off in time. A great chain reaction stun there by Bassets to actually save Sweet Pro, and Sweet Pro has gotten his bottle already. Going to be able to start getting that back.
Yeah, again, their lanes are really good. I think they should be able to take middle as there's some more action, but I don't think anyone's going to fall right here.
It doesn't look like it. Well, yeah, just everybody's tapped in this middle lane. Health, mana, everybody's just kind of out of it. As Fade does hit that mana potion, it's going to come down a lot to this 4-minute rune. Whoever can secure this 4-minute rune is going to get into a substantial advantage up there. And in the top lane, yeah, Pablo could be in some serious trouble. 10 seconds until his next shell serve. And no, he's going to be able to actually turn it around onto Zephyr a little bit.
Zephyr just needs to get those boots. I think he's got it up there. Zephyr comes in a lot of handy because he's so tanky. You get health in lane pretty easy without having to have regen. And then, on top of it, you can solo versus most suicide lanes. Like, this is a good hero to have on your team.
Yeah, definitely a good hero to have. Anytime you can mix that tanky presence with some AoE damage potential, somebody like a Meraxes or Zephyr or Salforus, very, very useful. And back to this bottom lane, Relo's still continuing to push it. He has made sure that Pharaoh's out of regen. This is what I was talking about. He's going to get really aggressive early, not caring too much about pushing the lane. He just wants to make sure that Pharaoh runs out of regen before he's able to secure something like a bottle or a life tube. As in the middle lane, Burning Shadows, Cole comes out, and well, there's the counter actually, and Chain Reaction's not going to come out, instead turning it around. Magma's still going to take a lot more damage here, and Fade has a Burning Shadows available. Magnus has got a stun here, not going to go for the stun though. Going to take a lot of pressure. A couple more auto attacks would finish him off. Where's the Forked Lightning? Does not have enough mana, and Sweet Pro will be able to get out of there.
Yeah, just well played by Magnus. I mean, and just using the stun to get away. It's a useful skill. I'm hoping to see some really big play from Bag in a Box. He played a great Tempest versus us too. Like, it looks like he's already off to a pretty strong start in the jungle. 270 GPM.
Oh,
like
Zephyr
right at the
up
top
in
of the farm.
He's taking a lot of pressure. He's going to try to turn it around. There's the Typhoon. Bubbles might be in some serious trouble. And yes, Pablo McDad will go down. So well played there to Imba Boy, securing the Bloodlust kill at 6 minutes in here for his team.
Way to go. That boy is Imba.
Imba. Interesting to note, Imba Boy actually playing Zephyr while Bag in a Box is, he's in the jungle. Normally, Imba Boy does play the junglers. And Bag in a Box typically plays
Maybe
mid.
that's a recent role swap. Versus us, it was definitely Bag in the Box in the jungle.
Was he on Tempest though?
On Tempest, I don't recall if I think it was Imba Boy on the War Beast.
Oh, actually, right here,
Actually,
Master of Arms in some serious trouble. There's the chain reaction, Metamorphosis for Beast. Fine, smacks him down with his big Demon Wolf paw, and Fade even gonna take some pressure as well. She's looking for a big Burning Shadows, and she'll find it. Torture will actually fall right here, but Fade gonna go down as well in a double tap for Fine. That was an extremely aggressive overextension there by Deathdrop.
Yeah, it was a great stun. Really, you got the 3. His haste unfortunately ran out just as he was getting the kill. Overcommitted just a little too much.
Yeah, did overcommit a little bit there. As a pause is going to be coming out, so we'll see how long this one lasts. But overall, I mean, that middle lane starting to come back into favor of Pencils after that one, especially Sweet Pro. I mean, up at 246 gold per minute. He's got to be comfortable with that. Even though CS isn't amazing at 22 and 1, getting the involvement of 0, 0, and 2, and the fact that he should be able to go home, fill up that bottle, and come back out with boots, with a Mystic Vestments if he wanted to, or something like a Mana Battery. Going to be very useful to continuing to do well in this lane. And Demented Shaman in the bottom is doing very, very well against Zane. Demented Shaman at 332 gold per minute, which I believe is actually exactly twice as much as Pharaoh down at 169. No, a couple off, but very, very close.
A little off for all those math majors out there who wanted to type no beef. No. It's not right.
I'm pretty good at math. I'm in the same team as Moon Meander, so he does the math and he taught me. It's like, beef, this is
how Moon Meander a stat man?
No, he just does them. Have you never heard that before?
I've never heard him do the math.
You've never
He's
heard
Asian, I mean, like, I assume, like, math is done, but it's not like a Moon Meander, let's talk, do some math. Like, I've never done that, I guess.
Wow, indeed. You know what? I just realized that that's very odd. Guys, the stream might go down here for a minute. Because I did just realize that the delay is only 1 minute right now, rather than 6 minutes. Oops. I guess I forgot a 3 in the amount of seconds. So it's going to go down for about 5 minutes. That's completely my bad, guys. But we'll be back up in just a moment.
See you guys later.
In a few minutes for sure. Don't freak out. The stream is still there. It's just going to go down for a sec. Gotta get it fixed up. But yeah, you've never heard Moon Meander say do the math.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't been around long enough for. Well, I've been around a long time, so I have, but I just haven't heard Moon Meander do catchphrases like do the math.
Yeah, that's like
he's had a million catchphrases, but do the math is not one that comes to mind for me.
Yeah, he's had more catchphrases than The Rock.
Yeah. Speaking of people's elbows.
Yep. Wait, were we talking about that a few days ago?
I was. I brought the people's elbow into our last cast.
There you go, man. I went up to chill with a buddy of mine when I went to the NASL Season 3 finals in Canada this last summer.
To chill with my buddy when I did this really cool thing that you didn't do, Porch. But
check it out, Porch. I was just, being esports all over the place. And I hadn't seen this guy in like 2 years. The first thing I did was just like throw him down on the couch and give him a big people's elbow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. That's good friendship right there. When you could just not see your buddy for a really long time and just give him a stone cold stunner. Like,
exactly. I think that's what The Rock did when he was kicked out of the movie business. He just came back in and dropped the people's elbow.
Yep, that's probably the case. Delay is going up to...
So, I do have to say, though, I am impressed that Legion's draft was able to pull it out. Mostly because of the Pharaoh Suicide. This is the reason I don't like to run Pharaoh Suicide, because he can get kind of pushed around by a lot of heroes. and I just feel there's, like, better uses for him than getting pushed around. Like, he doesn't want to be that guy in high school who gets pushed in the locker, because then he's just no good.
It's true. He's a very level-dependent hero, as Fate is going to pick up a double damage. There's a Lava Surge going to be coming out. The Eruption can be channeled up, but no! Turn around with the Elemental Void. Double damage Reflection Opener, and Sweet Pro's in some serious trouble. He goes down, and wow, the Wrath of the Pharaoh as well. Torture takes the fall. So QsQ777, not bad, picking up a couple of kills in the top river.
Yeah, great movement by him. The lane pushed up bottom. He knew he wasn't going to get much. He started making his way mid, looking for a pick, and just well played by him. Getting the Tempest ult instead of the Magnus ult.
Very, very well done indeed. Now, Relo in the bottom lane, he's going to take this time to actually try to push up here himself. Pharaoh does TP back in, though, and Zane with some very good movement. Like you said, he's keeping a very close eye on the lane position down here, and that's important when you're a Suicide. When it is pushed up and you're not going to be able to get too close, that's when you go roaming. Speaking of roaming, Master of Arms caught out right here. Impalement activated from Torture. Wants the chain reaction. Will find the chain reaction, but a huge, another great stun there from Death Growl. But there's a Lava Surge, and down goes Tilla.
And those chipper nuts.
Triple nuts indeed. Pharaoh gets saved down here by a nice port in from Fade. Looked like it was a hasted Magnus actually coming in to try to party. That was actually a Warbeast. Warbeast and Magnus avatars look so identical. When Warbeast is in his ultimate form, he looks exactly like Magmus.
Yeah, kind of. Not really.
No, like exactly.
Like exactly.
No.
Just like
yeah,
170
Porch.
times 2 is 331. Exactly.
No, it was 166.
I promise you, someone's gonna go back and do the math on this stream.
Yeah, it'll be Moonmeander. Because that's
Thank
his
God.
catchphrase.
Do the math. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I've heard him say it.
Yeah.
My brain just clicked.
Wow.
I
Porch,
get it.
We're gonna have to get you educated in the ways of Moonmeander.
Apparently.
Because he has a fantastic stream. And he's
I know.
hilarious.
I'm one of those Americans who has 2 dual monitors, and I just don't use my right screen for streaming or stream watching. I don't know.
There's something desperately wrong with you.
But I do have to say, I really like what QsQ did here. It's something I don't think I see enough of, or I don't feel people
Torture
doing.
in trouble, sorry. Well, there's the eruption. Now Fade. Oh, nice charge shot there from Tilla. And the Glacial Blast to turn it around. And, well, looks like everyone's going to be just fine, with the exception to Bassett's. Well, not Sweet Pro either. There's the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Cape going to be going out with the Healing Bomb, turning it around onto Pharaoh a little bit. Zephyr shows up to the party. Gust back in Demented Shaman, and Sweet Pro wants to go in. There's the Shell Surf. Not going to teleport to it, and Pencils gets the worst end of that bargain.
Yeah, huge cape there, but just wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough indeed. So this tower is going to go down. Nobody can try to defend it. Now, what did QsQ do so well that you liked?
Well, they took their early game aggression. They have a Zephyr, they have a Tempest. They pushed top tower at like 7 minutes after getting some kills. And I feel people don't want to do that because they always want to keep their farm lane like up here in the top, and like right next to the tower, and they want to sit back there. But really, getting rid of that tower makes it so the other team can't TP in and like make plays and kill you. Like it's always way better to get rid of a tower on your farm lane, in my opinion, so you can keep it warded up nicely, get your jungle, and have everything a lot safer. It feels more controlled than me.
I do like that indeed. Now Pharaoh making his way back to the bottom lane. Demented Shaman was doing very well in lane, up to about 350 gold per minute. Since that death, knocked down to about 280, 0, 1, and 0. And how do you really like to see a carry Demented Shaman built?
Well, if I ever saw one, I guess it would be like Trixie used to play Slither. Kind of tanky support, like have... Because it looks like he's going push staff, which will be good to get out of Pharaoh and push Tempest and Zephyr. But then after that, I want to see him get like a sheep stick or some sort of CC, and then like just tank up.
Demented Shaman
As
gets
it's getting gone on here.
open on. Wrath of the Pharaoh doesn't even matter right there. Demented Shaman actually just got obliterated there by Fade. And how did Death Growl do so much damage?
It's just getting those levels. The guy's level 8 right now. He got to do his ult, and just the vision on Legion side is severely lacking. I don't think he had any idea, but he should have, because he can't see anywhere. He should have been playing a little more back, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
Should have been playing maybe a little bit further on, but I mean, when you're dealing with that Fade, you need some revs down, and there've been a couple in the middle lane, but none in the bottom, as they're going to be going in on the middle lane, it looks like, you know.
Yeah, it seems like their revs have been more for securing Warbeast farm than stopping Fade.
Well, and that's something you got to worry about as well. 313 gold per minute here on Fine. And Zephyr, on the other hand, with a couple of those tower pushes, 3 tower pushes to be exact, and some good kill involvement, plus good CS in his lane, he's sitting at 1-0-1, 440 gold per minute. And starting to snowball, like Zephyr likes to do.
Yeah, look him just push his advantage bottom. They're not even going to come.
Yep, gonna try to trade the tower instead. Shell Surf goes out, not going to spot anybody. And Fade trying to get in position with that reflection activated.
Here comes a big play.
Yeah, this could be a big Burning Shadows right here. And waiting for the rest
TP's
of
in
the team.
2.
And no, not going to TP in. So comfortable with trading towers. And bottom lane, do they have Glyph? They do. There's actually a Typhoon going to be going out on top of the Shell Surf Song of the Sea. The tower goes down. They're going to turn it around onto Bubbles. There's the Wrath of Pharaoh gusted back in. Oh, man. And Demanded Shaman died in the top lane, as did Warbeast. And this game is quickly spiraling out of control.
They just waited it out, stunned 2 as they were TPing. They TP'd right on top of each other, like right in the middle of the lane. Got Dechom and Warbeast, Tempest ult. Just brutal.
Brutal indeed. Number 15 ranked Pencils going up against, I believe, number 18 ranked QsQ777 right now, and looking kind of outclassed. Pablo McDad's team, they've been scrimming a lot recently, but unfortunately it's just not working out for them in this game. Did they get outdrafted here? Or really, like, what's just been the problem?
Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning of the game, I was interested to see how they would, like, how their team would combine, because I feel they were pretty outdrafted this game. Like the DS pick, I mean, it worked well to win bottom, but then after that, I mean, what has he been able to do? He was a top farmer in the game, now he's 228 gold per minute and just getting completely obliterated. Yeah, I'm not sure they can do their best to try to defend Warbeast and secure farm, but it's like as Magnus doesn't get caught here. But like I said at the start of the game, Hellborn picked the team to secure farm on their jungle, like, and the Zephyr. They just have so much counter, and the Legion team can't really go on them, because as soon as they do, you know, you got Pharaoh blinking in, you got Tempest coming in, Zephyr's gonna tank it anyways, you have Master of Arms ultimate, and you have Fade coming from somewhere. Who knows? He's invisible. Like, it's just, it's a really good lineup, and they used it against us, and I wasn't ready for it, but since I've seen it a couple times, it makes more sense now.
Oh, Fade gonna open up on Warbeast. There's the Burning Shadows after the reflection. The Cole comes in, as well as the Forked Lightning. He activates the Metamorphosis, though, will be able to run away. The Zephyr TP's into the mid. It's now 5 players in the Hellborn here gathered up, and it looks like they might be gearing up to push mid tower. Warbeast with no ultimate for 65 seconds, in no way, shape, or form going to be able to defend this tower.
Yeah, just using that Snowball Zephyr and just kind of pushing it in and taking what they can. I'd like to see Pencils doing a little more, since they're not going to defend. Like, top lane, they're pushing it out and getting some farm. I'd like to just see them doing that a little bit more to sort of equalize the Zephyr problem that they currently have.
Okay, I'm getting word that this delay is still not going correctly, so I'm actually going to restart the stream real quick, and that'll make sure it kicks in. So it's going to be dead for about 5 minutes, guys, and then it'll be back as the delay does catch up, so we'll be right back.
5 minutes?
Nope, we are good to go. We are still going to be recorded as, well, there's actually a big initiation, and Sweet Pro gets caught out, takes his second death of the game. Demented Shaman likewise getting paid back for his time, and, well, Fade does initiate right here. There's the reflection. Doesn't even need anything else. Imboy makes sure to take the kill, though, and says, I've secured it with a gust. Good snipe. Good snipe. Like, watched that. I was just, like, watching in slow motion. Wasn't going to say a word.
That's just one of those when, like, because they don't have vision, where you're just going back to base, you're looking in the fountain, you're buying some item, and then you look down, your hero's dead, and you just break your keyboard or yell out some bad word. Like Porch, you just yell Porch, and everyone gets upset.
Yeah, you yell Porch and everyone gets upset. What? I was like trying to communicate to chat that the delay somehow got screwed up and that we're going to be offline for 5 minutes, and I just hear, you yell Porch and then everyone gets upset. I'm like...
If you ever give me silence, I'm just going to talk through it until you interrupt me. That's how it's going to work.
There you go, man.
And it may not come out cohesive, but
Or coherent. I mean,
coherent. One of those words with the co and the here part.
like coexist.
That one doesn't have the here part. It's close, but that's just the wrong word. Beef. Don't come at me with that.
Oh, all right. Wow. So, pretty aggressive there, Porch. I don't know if I'm gonna play on your team at the February 1st LAN.
Yeah, find me a team.
I don't know.
Going?
I don't know who's going. I can tell you who's not going.
I can tell you who's not going. And
Probably
they're
a lot of
3 members from Dobron Dam and all the European people.
Probably a lot of Europeans aren't coming. And probably a lot of people from the East Coast are not coming.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy a plane ticket, you can play on my team.
There you go. Oh man, Illusion Zephyr right now going to town against Demented Shaman as an axe was actually used. What?
I love his windshield. It reflects tower hits. So by sending that illusion, he actually did like almost 80 damage to the tower just from it shooting back at itself.
Yeah, I guess so. And well,
I think that's the only skill that works that way. I don't think counterattack from Swiftblade does that.
yeah, it shouldn't, at least. I'm pretty sure counterattack does not work for towers. In fact, I'm like 99% sure. But
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Zephyr 2 Imba.
Pencils, what do they really do from this point? They're decently far behind at 20 minutes in. 6,000 gold, 8,000 experience. And, well, with a shrunken head on Zephyr, he doesn't do a ton of damage, but he's ridiculously hard to kill. And what can they really do at this point?
They're doing all they can, all in on Warbeast. 368 gold per minute, and just taking what they can, not getting too many pickoffs. Because with Pharaoh, Tempest, Fade, like they have to be really worried about that and have their vision up. So, you know, the best thing they can do, because Warbeast just actually picked up his Shrunken Head, they might be able to fight here with Kongor going down. Yeah, they're looking for it.
Certainly might. And, well, there's the Elemental Void just on Warbeast. Are they going to have the damage? Eruption going to be channeled up. There's the Lava Surge under 4 players. And Pharaoh going to be taking a lot of damage. Pharaoh will go down. Shell Surf Song of the Sea coming in. Warbeast is dead, though. Fade going to try to come in and help out. Fade will go down as well. Nice push stick. And they take out Master of Arms. There are now 4 players up for Pencils. Make that 3 against just Zephyr and the Tempest. Gonna try to man up. I think this is a bad idea as they're trying to bring down Zephyr, but Demented Shaman is going to go down. I really think that this was an overextension here. There's the buyout on Fade. Lava Surge gonna be coming in onto Zephyr. Zephyr's still taking a lot of damage. Zephyr will drop. Pablo McDad gonna drop his eye though, and well, Magnus might not be able to get out either. He has the Lava Surge, wants to go back in for the eye, not gonna be able to, and now he doesn't have a Lava Surge. 1 more second, no! Pencils, they almost had that. They just stuck around a little bit too long, and a big buyback there on Fade.
Yeah, I think there was a misplay by QsQ that Pencils almost took complete advantage of. You know, bag in the box, blinking and solo-ing Warbeast, rather than letting Zephyr or Pharaoh go in, kind of start a fight, and then getting a really good ultimate. I think that could have gone way easier for QsQ if they played it more passively.
Yeah, it certainly.
But good job to Pencils for sure for capitalizing.
Sweet Pro had a fantastic ult right there. The Eruption plus the Lava Surge catching 3-4 people as well. They're going to try to go on Kong right here, and this is super dangerous. There's the Acid Goo, and Torture goes down immediately. Warbeast's going to have to fall back, and this is as good as giving Kongor away. Oh, they're going to try to man up. There's the Shrunken Head. Kelfield going to catch Master of Arms. MOA goes down. Fade going to be able to get out of there for now. Is she going to be able to get the full jukes? Drops the Deep Shadows. There's the Entangling Root. Fade will go down, and so what am I talking about? There's Zephyr. Glacial Blast going to be coming in. 3-man Lava Surge from Sweet Pro, and Kongor still very low on life. Warbeast in some serious trouble. Nice Gust going to be able to take him out. Shrunken Head activated on Tempest, and Pencils running for dear life right now. Do not want to give up anything. Gonna try to make sure that Kongor is not taken. But other than that, this is like, oh, Eruption being channeled up. There it is, and Tempest going to go down. Great snag on the Bound Eye, and that should make sure that Congo is not going to go down right now. Very big plays there from ZepPro.
Yeah, for sure. Again, they're playing a lot better now. They're capitalizing on some pickoffs they can get. Getting that Master Arms and the fade to start was perfect because it took, like, the rest of the Hellborn players were in the well, I think. It took them a while to get to the fight, and they were able to secure a couple kills first. As they go on Congo again, which I'm not sure about this. It is quite low, but Hellborn's here.
Will they be able to get it and get out of there? There's the chain reaction. Kongor's gonna go down here. Who's gonna get the kill on it? Imbaboy gets the kill, and Bag in the Box gets the token of life. Pablo McDad goes down right here, and Pencils, that might have just done it for them. I mean, that was no excuse for going in on that right there.
Yeah, without Warbeast there to really burst it down, even though they had DD on Sweet Pro, I think that was just still, they should have left it. Like, it was too much. Like, Tempest had his ult up in like 5 seconds when they started the fight too. So even if they lived a little longer in the fight, he still could have ulted and just destroy them. But now they have token and ultimate.
Yeah, token and ultimate indeed. They got the Bound Eye back once again, and that Tempest is going to be mighty fearsome. Hits level 16 and will have level 3 ultimate, so that's 5 seconds of hold. Going to be a big old pain in the rear for the Legion team to deal with. Warbeast, he's finished off that Shrunken Head, used it a couple times. Other than that, though, no other real items, so still not putting out a ton of damage. Golden experience lead, 11,000 and 12,000 respectively. Not insurmountable, but certainly going to be a very, very rough comeback here. As Fade's doing a little bit of scouting here with the Bound Eye, looking for some wards to counter, and going to find some Legion players here in the middle lane. Might be able to get a good initiation. There's the Tormented Soul, going to get the full scout off. And Fade,
Warbeast.
Oh, they catch Warbeast completely out of position. There's the Burning Shadows. Charge shot, Wrath the Pharaoh, and Fine goes down.
They knew they were there. Their whole team scattered except for Warbeast. I'm not sure. I guess he was assuming he could get this BKB ult off, but
yeah, assuming that he could indeed, but not quite able to. I mean, the warding situation right now has just been grim. They picked up that Bound Eye very, very early on. And now Magnus going to be teleporting back home, going to hope to get together with his team and try to make some big plays happen here. Pencil's known for their big plays as the Tormented Soul goes out for the scout. There's the green goo. Shell Surf going to try to clear up a little bit of the creep wave, but Meteor comes down in the counter. Zephyr picks up a Firebrand now and going to be using that for some additional mobility. And the Hellborn team going to back off for now.
yeah, I guess they figure they have token. They're just gonna continue to hold their advantage and take over their jungle, which is a really safe, smart play. Like there's nothing the Legion can do right now. They're gonna have to sit in base and just wait. Hellborn has token. They have Tempest ult. They have their jungle. They have all the vision.
Yeah, they certainly do. And, well, Legion team trying to make the best of it. Warby's starting to work toward the Soul's Bulwark that so nice to have normally. Hellborn team just seems to have complete map vision, like you were saying. Just getting such offensive wards here. And Bassett's down to 144 gold per minute. Just does not have the money to counter ward all of them. Legion team making a pretty hard dash, though, into their opponent's jungle. And this is something that I saw yesterday as well. If you go for these extremely offensive wards, but then don't hold the contain, and your opponent's able to get out of the wards, you actually put yourself in a pretty rough position, because then they're able to get into your jungle, and you have no clue where they are, because all their wards are down here on the bottom half of the map, and the Legion team's all up on the top side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart when Pencils go there and say, hey, they got our jungle, well, we're going to let them have it. Like, we're not going to contest it, so we're going to go take yours because it's not fair that you get both. And, you know, it's a smart thing to do, but it's still risky in the way that it's their jungle. Like, they have complete vision in your jungle, and they just have to roam through his 5 in their own jungle. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Yep, that is a real possibility, and as soon as the Legion team did see them start to come on over, they do, in fact, go ahead and scout on out and make sure to get out of there without giving up any additional kills. Starting to fall further behind, 12,000 golden experience, and this is what resource management is all about. Warby's going to try to finish up that Soul's Bulwark here very, very soon. Going to be about 200 gold off of it after finishing up the Ancients. And, well, Demented Shaman, I mean, having a really good start. Now down to 239 gold per minute, 1, 5, and 6. This is not the ganker-oriented semi-carry Demented Shaman that I was talking about earlier. You really do need a lot better farm and a lot more items if you're going to pull that one off.
Yeah, I totally agree. He started off really well in lane, and we knew he would, and he dominated that lane, but it was just from there where...
Oh, Wrath of Pharaoh comes in right here. Magnus will stun out for now. Looking for the glacial blood. Is that the ult? Oh, got the ult off right there. And, well, Polymugdad trying to get out of there. Might use the Shell Surf. In fact, going to drop. Oh, Zephyr going to get caught out of position big time right here. Lava Surge, chain reaction stun. Zephyr going to try to get away. Has a gust up in 1 second. Doesn't matter. And hell, that's what Pencils needed.
Yes, they did. Everything Pencils needs, QsQ will provide. I mean, they're two great teams. When you make small mistakes like that, like, I mean, Tempest is a kind of big mistake, but leaving Zephyr top, everyone going bottom, and their whole team just, like, TPing in while Zephyr dives, like, you shouldn't give that away.
For sure. And, well, let's just take a look at the situation with Zephyr down for 40 seconds. Legion team could look to make a very, very big team fight happen here. If they're able to catch anybody out of position and go for another pick, that would be huge for them. Unfortunately, though, they're still very, very scared, and the map vision is still in favor of the Hellborn when on the Legion side of the map. So, not going to be looking to capitalize just yet, but there's certainly still some hope here. And I wouldn't exactly say either of these teams are favorites. They're very, very evenly matched teams. So Pencils, it's not like they're facing a complexity or a trademark or something like that. They're not going to be too quick to give this one up, even when they are facing a top team. They fight to the bitter end.
Yeah, and just a small correction on Stat Guy from earlier. These teams are actually standing 15 and 16 right now.
Oh, okay.
They're back to back.
I thought it was 15 and 17, so you're right.
It's close. It was close.
You're right.
I just pulled it up because I had to double check.
I try to. Well, they catch out Master of Arms right here. Tilla activates the green triangle. Going to try to get out of there with the Energizer. There's the kelp field, though. Tilla will go down. Might even be able to catch somebody else out. No, Fade does TP back home. And that's another good pickoff.
And they're doing exactly what they need to do. Like I said, they just take the small things they get the pickoffs. And QsQ is giving it to them. You know, the token's gone. I think they could have used it and pushed in earlier, but they didn't. I'm not sure what they were exactly afraid of, but...
Magnus getting a lot of farm up in that top lane. Just a volcanic touchdown, about 15 creeps right there, including a bunch of Tempest Elementals. Helps him out a bit, up to 300 gold per minute. And what can Magnus really get with all that farm? He's got 2,400 saved up right now.
He's got to get a Hellflower.
He's got to get a Hellflower?
For sure.
Okay.
I think that's the only way in a big team fight they can burst Zephyr down, because it gets rid of the shield tossing back, and you know he takes 20% more damage, and he can't use the Cyclones. So like that's the biggest thing you can usually get versus Zephyr is Hellfire to kind of negate all his strengths and get some good coordination to burn him.
Yep, should be nice. As Fade picked up an Acolyte staff now. She's going to be going for a Harkins, right?
I'd like to see her go for a sheep stick, honestly.
Wow, like does nobody get my sarcasm?
I don't get Harkins Blade, ever.
Oh man, why?
That's worse than sarcasm. That's throw.
Is it as throw as old Thunderclaw? Well, actually, yeah, Fade gonna try to go in here onto Magnus. There's the song to see. Tempest Elemental Void. Magnus goes down. Torture gonna be shortly there to follow. And in the back though, Fade gonna be going down. There's the War Beast trying to man up right here. He's looking for a kill. Not going to be able to find one, though. He has to man up inside of these mummy walls. But there's the barbed armor going to be going off. And, well, finds in some serious trouble. There's the eruption buyback, though. And it is huge. Gets the kill under 2 players. Zephyr still manning up. Tempest goes down. And Zephyr, the only one up against 3 players on the Legion side. Will they be able to get out of there? That's all they need to do is get out of there. Stop trying to kill him and run. No, they're actually going to try to kill him. And maybe they might be able to. They have some really good kiting going on right now. There's the gust, and they need a big lava surge right here. There's the push stick. The lava surge comes in. Bubbles is going to be making his way back over. They know they can't fight him heads up, but no, they let him go. And a huge buyback ultimate right there. Sweet Pro. He's driving that bus, son. He's driving that bus. He's a bus driver. Look at the golden experience lead. Back to within manageable numbers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to coLcast. Recast to Ghost Beef. Once again, sorry about that. I literally just had my power go out for like 10 seconds.
Beef's house exploded.
Yeah, thanks, Sender. But,
way to go, DDoS. But you didn't miss much. There was like a War Beast, and he looks kind of like a Magnus, but he hits a lot harder, and so he was killing Ancients. Yeah, the fight just ended with Magnus big play buyback. Zephyr got away, and we're looking good.
Looking
now
good.
It's starting to get more even. What really helped them out was the fact that when Fade engaged, there was a huge creep wave. And it continued to grow because they don't have, other than Zephyr who got there late in the fight, they don't have a whole lot of AoE that's going to kill the creep wave. And Disham was just powering through with some heals.
Yeah, that did definitely help. So those of you that did miss the team fight, once again, I am sorry. Power cut out. There's literally 0 things I can do about that. That is a freak occurrence. Fortunately, I did double check right before we went live again. The VODs were captured, so I'll have to splice these videos together. But when it goes up on YouTube, it will have the full video minus the 15 seconds or whatever before they went ahead and paused. But Pencils just took a very big team fight, capitalizing on a big buyback and a big ultimate there from Sweet Pro. And now they're trying to get back into this game. I mean, Demented Shaman finishing up his shrunken head. Bubbles working toward the Hellflower. Magma's still sitting on a lot of gold. They've recovered the Bound Eye, taken back Vision. Token is gone. They're looking like they still have a lot of fight left here.
But Kongor's up.
Kongor is up.
I think next fight around Kongor is going to decide the match.
Very real possibility right there. And a lot of people looking at this Demented Shaman in the middle lane. He needs to be very, very careful, as does Magnus, as he was camping that bottom rune. It is, in fact, Illusion's top, though. And, well, both of these teams just vying for position here. Need to get that eye out. And, in fact, Master of Arms cleans up some counter warding. Does it still only take 4 hits, even when you're using the red gun?
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's really useful for Master of Arms to be able to hit it that quick and run.
That is indeed nice.
Yeah, pretty much anything that can hit it. So like minions, Tempest minions, I'll often create them and just like one-shot it. Or I can one-shot wards with Tempest. That's all I'm saying. Big plays.
Big plays. Yeah, that's big plays indeed. Zephyr, he's picked up the Soul's Bulwark on top of that Frostburn and the Helm of the Black Legion Shrunken Head. So he's doing some damage. Still not doing a huge amount of damage, though. I mean, nothing like a Mock of Brilliance. The Demonic Breastplate not finished up yet, so it doesn't have a huge amount of attack speed. And War Beast, after finishing up his Soul's Bulwark, he just kind of went all in. He just purchased a Shield Breaker.
There we go. I love Shield Breaker. I think I'd get it on every hero if I could.
Yeah.
Just have my Glacius Shield Breaker.
I like the pickup, and, well, looks like they might go in here onto Zephyr. Demented Shaman getting pretty manly. Needs to be real careful, though. And, no, not going to go in indeed. But the thing I'm concerned about is the Barbed Armor on Pharaoh. Pharaoh, being played by Zane, has done a fantastic job in this game of trapping Warbeast inside of the Wall of Mummies and activating that Barbed Armor and saying, you're either attacking me with Barbed Armor on, or you're doing nothing for the next 5 seconds.
Yeah, and it's super useful. And the amount of disruption it creates in a team fight can sometimes be troublesome for your own team, but they've got a pretty good team for it. They just kind of work with it by Tempest holds and Zephyr ults, so it works out really well for them.
I think I'd like to see a Master of Arms use his red Q, the knockback, and knock somebody into a wall of mummies. That would be like...
It's gonna be like one of those like throwing the football videos from like across the...
Yeah, I was gonna say hitting a basketball hoop from the halfway mark. Yeah,
it's just one of those things.
One of those things, indeed. That would be so sweet. That would be so sweet. And, well, we're going to be getting back into this Kongor pit now. He's at about half life. Legion
Fade
team
got a sheep.
Acutely aware. Yeah, Fade finished up the sheep. They know exactly what's going on. Can they go in on this?
It's going to be tough. They don't really have vision. They got the dog there for vision right now, but... They can keep, like, Hellborn team has more. They can keep scouting them out and kind of keep them back.
They want this to happen, but Hellborn team has great positioning. Pharaoh only at half life, though. And Zephyr is really soloing this, so he's going to be relatively low on life, too, with the very real potential of getting stun locked. Fade going to be running out of reflection in about 20 more seconds, so she's got plenty of time on that. Counter warding, great counter ward right there. And Bubbles goes in with the shell serve, checking the HP on Kongor. And this is the time to go if they are going to go. Magma's going to come up here, try to find the Tempest. Not going to be going in. Gets Sheep, though. He gets the push stick. There's the Wrath of Pharaoh going to be coming in. Typhoon on top of two players. Magma's going to channel up that ultimate. Comes back in. Misses the Lava Surge. Misses the Eruption. And, well, Zephyr's still got a lot of life going on right now. Demented Shaman manages to take out Pharaoh. Going to be able to take out Tempest as well. DS goes down. Zephyr goes down as well. And Legion team taking a huge team fight right here. They're going to go in on Kongor. Warbeast's going to start to work on that as they're still trying to take out Master of Arms. Bubble's going to get in there. Big Lava Surge. Zephyr buys back. He's going to come back in. Warbeast goes down. He's going to pick up the Token of Life. Or Kongor goes down. Excuse me, that would have been bad if Warbeast went down. But Pencils, they just look at the lead. It's nothing.
Oh my gosh. Just as I got finished saying it too, it was the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh mummied and canceled Tempest ultimate immediately. Like the mummy pulled him and it stopped his own team's ultimate.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Warbeast manning up right here. He is sheeped, actually. They're going to try to turn it around, and Fade's going in hard on him. Warbeast should still be able to get out of there, though. And, yeah, will be able to get out, no problem.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure with that. There's like a 1%, or, yeah, that 1% chance that it was the Entangle from DS. Yeah, because it has that physical stun at the end.
It definitely can.
But he just blinked in and he BKB'd and he ultimate and it was off, like off cooldown. So either he canceled it, DS did it, or what I'm pretty sure was the Pharaoh mummied and it pulled him and it knocked him out of his own ultimate.
Could have been indeed.
Which is really unfortunate.
That would have been, that's some mad worthy right there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the one thing about Pharaoh on your team. He can really mess up your own team fights on accident. Like holding one player down, like because they both went on Warbeast. Just as you were saying, he was holding Warbeast in the mummy walls, which has been great all game. And Tempest blinked on top and didn't work out.
Did not work out indeed. All right, so we're gonna be looking at this once more. Hellflower. Finished up here on Bubbles. Storm Spirit on the way for Demented Shaman. Magnus goes with a push stick. Gonna use the portal key push stick. Does catch Master of Arms here. And will they leave him for dead? Sheep gonna be going on to Magnus. There's the Warbeast gonna be getting in there. Green triangle activated though. And Tempest does not have an ultimate available. Master of Arms will go down here momentarily. No, saved by the Glacial Blasts. And so in the end, the Hellborn team managed to save everyone. Defensive tower gonna take some serious pressure though. Fade activates the ultimate. Legion team, are they looking to take a fight? They've got the token. They should be looking to take this. Magnus perhaps getting caught out of position, though. Uses the steam bath. There's the Hellflower, though, under Fade. A huge Hellflower. The Typhoon going to be going off. Shrunken Head's activated. Wrath of the Pharaoh. There's the Eruption going to be coming in from Magnus. Able to take out Fade. She's going to be dropping her bound die. Zephyr. There's the Tempest Elemental Void. Able to lock down Warbeast. He's still got the token of life. Not even going to go down, though. Bubbles takes the Gust. He's going to be in some trouble. Able to save himself for now. Back over here, though. There's the Energizer going off. Pablo McDad does go down in the end, and Warbeast activates the ultimate. Gonna try to man up onto Zephyr. There's Tempest trying to come back in. Drops the Glacial Blast. Demented Shaman gonna take Chain Reaction stun right there. And some stun. Demented Shaman goes down to Warbeast. He's got to get out of there. He is all on his own. Ult up again in 13 seconds. But there's a very real chance of him dying and losing the token and his life right here. And there's the Glacial Blast going to be coming in. Warbeast will go down the first time. He's going to come back up with his ultimate. Do they have the stuns? Activates the ultimate. Goes straight for Tempest. Gus going to be coming in, though. There's the charge shot. There's a big lava surge. Down goes the Master of Arms. And, well, Magnus looking like he's actually in some trouble now. Looking for another Lava Surge, though. Has Portal Key available in 3 seconds. Gonna be going in onto Zephyr right here. There it is. He has Shrunken Head available. Will he activate it? He's not activating it. There's Wrath of the Pharaoh missing, though. And a nice juke over the ramp right there. Zepro, after using his buyback, didn't buy back, actually. He just never died. And what the hell happened? That was the longest team fight I've ever seen, and there was not that many deaths.
Well, we got the token, so yay team. But yeah, no, it was with stuns and everything. They were both just playing really well right there, and I think Hellborn kind of came out on top. It's really hard to say. Zephyr didn't die. You got the token. The problem is they're getting these Tempest ultimates. And it's like no damage is coming out, or something's going wrong. Like he had 2 with Pharaoh, and Zephyr was all the way up the river, almost to like the word spot there.
Yeah, he was definitely at the junction in the top river there, chasing the Bubbles, and did get the kill on Bubbles, but should have been able to get the kill on the Warbeast. So that's unfortunate. But that's kind of something I talked about. The lockdown potential is definitely there on the Hellborn team. They don't always have the damage output necessary, though. I mean, Fade not going for any damage-related items, goes for that sheep. So, lockdown right there. Tempest just going purely defensive. The barrier idol with the post-haste, the shrunken head as well. No damage on him. Zephyr even going for that demonic breastplate eventually with the Frostburn, but nothing like, well, actually, he's going to go in on Demented Shaman here. Not going to find anything after all. She uses the Gust. And not able to get something like a Mock of Brilliance. There's just not a ton of damage here from the Hellborn team. And the later this goes, the better the damage output here on Warbeast is. He activates the Shrunken Head. Going to try to get out of there. Elemental Void going to be coming in, though. And Warbeast could be in some trouble. There's the Sheep Stick. And if Fine goes down right here, he's going to be in some serious trouble. There's the Gust. He does go down. Needs to buy back because the Hellborn team's going to want to look to a push right here.
That was a great pickoff by them. I was thinking for a second there, I'm like, wow, they really missed one mid when Fade didn't step forward, and it's because they had their eyes top. And they made a really big play on Warbeast that they needed.
Yeah, they're actually not going to go for the push. They're going to go for Torture and to stomp this mid push. Torture definitely will go down. Bottom tower goes down. Fade gets the sheep onto Magnus with the Burning Shadows. The Cull comes in as well. Magnus going to look to stun on out. And where's the Wrath of the Pharaoh? Where's the Wrath of the Pharaoh? Not going to use it. There's the portal key, or the, portal key and the port on out. And Pablo McDad actually gets the kill onto Tempest in the top lane. He stuck around a little bit too long pushing that tower.
Yeah, and see what happened there at the end. I don't know if he was trying to TP and he got caught, or... But everyone else was already gone long before that.
Oh, man. It's a 41 gold lead and a 25 experience lead right now. 49 minutes into this game. There is literally 0 lead for either of these two teams.
Can somebody kill a creep and even this out for us? Come on.
Please. Please.
These numbers are too... off-putting. They're just not close
But,
enough.
I mean, for being down 12,000 gold in experience at one point, Pencils has done a fantastic job of recovering. They've been taking amazing team fights, managing 300 plus GPM on 4 players here. That is commendation worthy. I mean, they're getting the items that they need. Magnus with his shrunken head. Demented Shaman and Warbeast each have a shrunken head. Portal keys, push sticks on both their heroes. Actually, 4 push sticks here. And they're getting engaged upon here in the middle lane. There's the Wrath of the Pharaoh going to be coming out. Sweet Pro, maybe in some trouble. There's the push stick. He is going to be going. No, he lives. He's going to Lava Surge away. And is he going to use the portal key? He does. Portal key away. Oh my God, this Pencils team, they give me heart attacks.
Oh my gosh. That was well played by Sweet Pro, and had a great cape that gave him that like extra 200 he needed.
Yeah, Demented Shaman really lending a hand right there. And Sweet Pro lives as a result. His shrunken head on cooldown for another 40 seconds, but he is happy to have that on cooldown rather than be dead for another 40 seconds. And now the Hellborn team trying to capitalize on this by moving in on the bottom lane. But Legion team trying to push out the top.
Yeah, they got Tempest. They're finally comfortable with their advantage, I guess. Like, I thought they should have done it much earlier in the game and not given Warbeast a chance. But then we wouldn't have had a great game. So, I mean, shout out to QsQ. Great job.
Bubbles actually using the Shell Surf right there, trying to get some scouting information. Tower's going to take a lot of pressure here, dropping very, very fast, actually. And already down to half-life, the Hellborn team does retreat. And Bubbles goes in, big kelp field, 2-man Lava Surge right there. There's the Elemental Void actually catching a lot of players right here. And will they be able to keep everybody alive? Tempest taking a ton of damage, he is going to go down. Zephyr on the front lines, Warbeast takes the shape, and Warbeast does not have the ultimate available just yet. It's going to be actually expiring right here with the double damage though. Fade, Invis, another big Lava Surge onto Zephyr, takes Steam Bath immediately afterward. Fade still Invis, opens back up on Bubbles, but down goes Death Girl on Fade. Pharaoh taking a ton of damage. The Torment activated there on Torture. And Zephyr drops to the ultimate on top of 2 players. Big Lava Surge though. Sweet Pro's gonna live for now. And down goes Zephyr, Master of Arms, the only player left alive right now, as he's gonna be in some serious trouble. Pharaoh's still far away. Down goes Master of Arms. All 5 players.
Get him, cannons!
Oh,
get him!
Torture! 2 HP!
Man!
Oh,
I'm gonna be the only guy who got killed by creeps, like with low health running away from a good team fight.
Oh, Pharaoh, the only player on his team to make it on out of there. And this game, Porch, is Pencils really going to come back from this?
It's looking like it. That Shieldbreaker pickup, I told you.
It's manly.
Get it on your Glacius, get it on your every hero, and then you win games.
It is real manly. And, well, there's the defensive tower taking a ton of pressure. No Tempest ultimate for another 100 seconds. Yeah, Demented Tower. That's exactly what it is. Hover over it. It's called the Demented Tower. Don't argue with me. Wrath of the Pharaoh coming out onto Warbeast. There's the cape. He's going to turn it around and almost killed himself in 1 hit. Oh, a huge healing bomb there. Pharaoh taking a ton of damage. Did you see how much damage Warbeast just took from that barbed armor?
That was insane.
He took Pharaoh to half-life, and he took himself to like 15%.
Man, I wish there was also a healing chart too or something. Because if you look at hero damage, it looks like, the Hellborn team, they're killing in damage. But the fact is, they're not. It's a bunch of like slow AOE damage, so they're not able to take kills. Whereas the Legion team is like their damage is not as high because when they do damage, they kill people. Like there's no heals besides Zephyr.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The Demented Shaman really does help out. Having something like a Master of Arms, Demented Shaman, Ophelia all on the same team, that's kind of crazy healing / global healing potential. And QsQ feeling the pressure right now. They're going hard right now on this middle lane. They know they're not in the position to actually toy around anymore. They are down 9,000 gold, 16,000 experience. And they're going to have a hard time coming back from this. Kongor is up, but one team fight can actually completely eliminate this gold lead and eliminate most of this experience lead if they get a very good team fight. So this game by no means close to over, and we've already seen a couple of times in this game that it can turn around. Kongor, though, he's the sign of the next fight. You all right there, Porch, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. I just didn't think I'd like still be here. Like, this game was what was it, like 20,000 Hellboard side?
Wow.
And look at the swing. Like, Legion has advantage.
There you go. Yeah, I mean it's turned around a lot. You got somewhere to be? You got a hot date, Porch, with Doberman?
Maybe. I mean, he does look like, what is it? Ryan Gosling mixed with Brad Pitt or something. Like, something really good like that.
Like, did you come up with that conclusion?
Maybe. It probably wasn't me, but if it was me, it just sounds unlike me. But
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, like, I'm really picking up what you're throwing down there.
But yeah, no, I don't have much to do. I got some work going on. I'm gonna get my work on. But no, I'm enjoying this game. It's just
you are. If you weren't
Surprise.
enjoying this game, I would kick you out right now.
I would leave. You wouldn't have to kick me. I'd be gone.
There you go. Fade actually coming in right now. She's got a push stick of her own and looking to actually try to get in here.
Yes, they do.
No bound eye, or no. Okay, Master of Arms has the bound eye.
Yeah, Magnus has been carrying it for a while. They haven't been able to kill him. They keep getting those close kills.
Yeah, Sweet Pro has made some of the sweetest escapes. I casted a game a few days ago when Zai made the sweetest escape. It was like a 45-minute, no, it was like a minute and a half of a great adventure. Zai versus 4 players of complexity, I believe. And ran literally from the top racks of the Hellborn all the way over to about the first tower of Legion in the top lane. Like, through the jungle and stuff. They actually catch out Torture here. Wrath the Pharaoh gonna go down, and Magnus comes in with the push stick. Torture gets the shrunken head off. He's gonna man up. Torment going out, and there's a big 2-man lava surge going out, and Torture will go down, but Zephyr taking a ton of damage. Torture gets, oh man, Pharaoh just gets blown up. There's the Elemental Void, gonna be trying to take down Tibetan Shaman. He hits the shrunken head though. Zephyr going to be taking a ton of damage. Zephyr goes down. Warbeast manning up onto Tempest. Fade in the background gonna be going down as well, and the Pencil squad taking another huge team fight. Master of Arms in some trouble right here. Oh, there's 3 players down. Fake that 4 players down. The Hellborn squad could very well be done right here, right now. Fine with a quad kill. No players down once again. And taking a look at Kongor.
Man, that Savage Mace did work on Zephyr. He just chunked away his life. It just... because the true damage just goes right through. He just blew through him in that team fight. Zephyr couldn't do anything really about it. And then with the BKBs up, he wasn't doing enough damage.
Snipes a token. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
He's gonna die really fast.
They didn't leave the bananas on the ground like that Honcast game I was watching.
Wait, you mean that Honcast like entire weekend?
Yeah, what was going on with that?
I don't know. People don't like bananas.
Is there some like gentleman's bet or something like I don't know about with bananas? Like I'm gonna pick up bananas if we get bananas.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know.
Bananas are delicious.
Yeah, they give you potassium and
there you go.
And they're fruit.
There you go. Defensive towers going down. Middle racks already gone. Zephyr is up. Was that a buyout or did he just res? I think he just rezzed. And, well, there's a couple more reses, maybe buyouts. I didn't actually check right there. And they're going to man up on Zephyr. No. Zephyr actually uses the Hellflower that he has purchased, but push sticks galore. And nobody even cares. They're going to come back in. There's the Shrunken Head ultimate from Warbeast. Going to try to man up. Chain Reaction Stun not hitting. Torture and running interferences. Zephyr is just trying to go in right here. There's the Eruption. The Lava Surge going to be coming in as well. Catches Zephyr. Zephyr going to go down, as is Fade. He goes down as well. And that should do it right here. Chain Reaction Stuns. Tempest takes the fall. And Pencils makes the comeback of their life. Get on that bus, everybody, if you're not already on it. Pencil says, here's a free ticket to ride. Zep Pro gonna take you where you need to go, and in this case, where they need to go, Sound Blaster Heroes League Qualifier number 3 semi-finals. Pencils will be advancing here momentarily. They're going to take out this last set of wrecks. They're going for Mega Crease. They're looking to end it right here, right now.
Man, great play by them. They did what they need to, like protect the War Beast, get the farm up, and you know, I think QsQ is going to be looking back at this one like they could have won it, but it's unfortunate. It just happens.
It does
Pencils
happen,
has some great team fight ability.
I mean, your team would never know anything about throwing.
Oh my!
Wow!
Two casts in a row.
Wow!
Some bad mannered. Something.
I love you, Porch. I love you. GG, well played. Coming out right here. Warbeast's going for a bit of a fountain dive. And they're throwing a little bit, but they're having fun with it. And that'll do it. Sacrificial Shrine goes down. Pencils takes the series here over QsQ7 7-7. They're going to move on to the semifinals tomorrow here in Sound Blaster Heroes League Qualifier number 3. And what a hell of a game.
Yeah, definitely one of the best we casted. At least top 2.
Yeah, at least top 2. For sure, because we've only casted 2 together.
I don't want to pick any favorites, but
there you go. There you go. Well, Porch, thank you very much for casting. I'm actually planning on going back and doing a replay cast of another series that's probably going to be finishing up right now, or might have just finished, so a very brand new one. Do you have somewhere to be, or do you want to replay cast that? I can get somebody else. You're not too special.
Oh, you know how to butter me up. Well, let me see. Can you give me a little time in between, like just to get some food?
We'll give you
food in my belly.
We'll give you a few minutes here. Take all the time you need, as long as it's less than 10 minutes.
All right. Or you can listen to me like eat while I cast. That's like really professional.
Emperor has done that before. He's really skillful at actually muting his mic while he's shoving his face.
All right.
Shout out to Emperor.
I'll either test that theory, or I'll just shove food down my face right now while we get the.
Well, any shout outs before we go to a break though, so you can get your food.
Yeah, for sure. Doberman, Little Assassin, they're watching. They're good guys. Team Doberman Damp, and yeah, just to everyone else who's helped me get here. To casting with beef, the top, the big leagues, the beef leagues.
It is the beef leagues. There you go, man. All right, well, guys, we're going to go to a quick break then. We are going to be going into the next series, and I think that I'm going to be doing, oh, man, what was it? Quad lane mid versus, oh, man, I'm about to embarrass myself. Oh, now I got to go look. But it's going to be another series coming up here in just a moment. Should be another awesome one. So, guys, huge shout out to Sound Blaster for allowing us to be here casting the Sound Blaster Heroes League. And, of course, without their support, the Sound Blaster Heroes League would not exist. Also to Heroes of Newerth and Newegg. And we're going to be doing a headset giveaway at the end of the cast today. So after the next Best of 1 series, we will be giving away a Sound Blaster Rage wireless headset courtesy of Sound Blaster and Complexity Gaming. So make sure to tune in for that. All you got to do is head over to twitter.com/soundblaster and make sure to give them a follow. And then I'm going to be tweeting out a question for a little bit of a contest later. And you'll get all the details as soon as we're done with the next Best of 1. So might as well head over to facebook.com/soundblaster and twitter.com/soundblaster. Give them a like, give them a follow. Let them know you love their involvement here in the Heroes of Newerth competitive scene and you appreciate the Sound Blaster Heroes League. That'll help out quite a bit. And guys, I've actually got something else for you right now. I think you all know exactly what's on the way. And let's get this loaded up.
Guys, I'm pulling aggro. Heal! Heal! We got this!
Alright, so I can go get food now, right? While you're loading your special surprise.
Porch, you're getting muted.
Oh, man.
You just interrupted me. Go! Get out of here. Get your food.
I'm fooding.
Now I gotta replay this commercial. Porch.
Guys, I'm pulling aggro. Heal! Heal! We got this! We got this! No! Oh.
Stop beating your hardware. Head to newegg.com for an upgrade. And for more tech videos, check out our Newegg YouTube channel.
There you go, guys. The newegg.com commercial. Newegg.com, take it from a geek for all your hardware needs. Guys, I know that you love that commercial. And shout out to Porch for interrupting me. What a nice guy. No, I love Porch. But guys, we are going to take a break real quick while we get the next game set on up. And I'll let you know in about 30 seconds what that game's going to be. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.